Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, very good evening everyone. Am I audible to you?
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning
Good
Vedant,
afternoon, sir.
Dhruvansh, very good afternoon. Then we have Kanak, very good evening. Priyanka, very good evening. Mishita, very good morning maybe. And Priyanka. Good. How are you guys? All good. Where is our Jia? Jia is still not
She's
there.
not joining today, I think.
Okay.
They're going to India.
You coming to India? Okay.
Yeah.
And Naja not joined yet. Let's see, let's start. So first of all, see, we have done last week about data interpretation, graphing. Not data interpretation, actually, it's data and information and graphs, right? Mean, median, mode. Do you have any question on mean, median, mode? How to plot which kind of graph? It's an easy topic, right, Vedant, Kanak? And also I have sent you the homework for ratios and percentage. Anybody face any problem or you are able to solve all the questions? These were the questions. Have you went through this homework of percentage and ratios then? Anybody faced any problem on this? Anybody want to ask me any question in terms of not understanding how to interpret or what to do it? Tell me. 201 to 205. Anybody any question or a cool? Nishita, all good? 206 to 210. Converting the numbers or fractions or decimals into percentage. Dhruvansh, all good? Doable? 211 to 215, it's all about percentage, but in a word problem. Tell me. Yes. 215. If Vedant's salary is first increased by 20%, then decreased by 10%, how much is net percent increase? We are going to do this on board. Okay. Anything else, anyone? Between 210 to 215? No? Let's try to check this question first and then try. Sure, Priyanka, I got your message. So, you are able to hear me, Priyanka? Do you have any doubt in terms of ratios, proportion, percentage, graphs, mean, median, mode? You can speak. Priyanka, unmute.
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. So get well soon. Now, Mishita, if Vedant's salary first increased by 20%, how much net per increase or decrease? Correct? We don't know the original salary of Vedant, right? Do you know? Did Vedant told you? No, right? No, right, Mishita? We don't know the Vedant's original salary. So let's assume original salary of Vedant is 100. Now it can be $100, $100,000, 100 lakh, doesn't matter. 100, right? So Mishita, if salary increased by 20%, increase by 20%. Mishita, what is 20% of 100?
20.
So new salary will be what?
120.
Correct, everybody? 100 is the original, you added 20 more. So 120 is the new salary after the first increase. Good. Now what is next statement says? Decreased by 10%. Decreased by 10%. What is the 10% of 120? Nishita?
12.
12. So salary was 120 and decreased by 10%. So 12 is decreased. So what is the new final salary now?
108.
Very good. So original salary was 100. Finally, after both increase and decrease, his salary become 108. So is it increase or decrease? Finally, overall salary is increased or decreased from the original? Original was 100, Mishita, and now it become 108. So overall is increased, right?
Yeah.
And what is the concept of percentage increase? New minus old. New minus old by the base. The original salary was 100. And percent is always times 100. So when we solve this, what we'll get?
8%.
8% increase. You are perfect. That's it. Got everybody? You have to assume something. 100 is the best way. 8% increase is the net change or net. Cool, Mashita? Good. Anybody, any questions in this question? No? Let's move back to our assignment. 211, 212, 213, 214, 215. Kanak, all good? Now tell me, Kanak, Vedant, Mishita, Priyanka, Dhruvaj, 216 to 220. Which question is problematic? Which question you have doubt? Look at it and tell me. 216, 217, 218. No problem. Anyone? Everybody be able to do all the questions? I know many of you have not done yet, right? Vedant, 219, 220, all good. What is 220's answer? Anybody got it? What answer you got for 220? Mishita, yes, please tell me.
60%.
Wow, everybody clap for her. Wow, Mishita, how come? Good. That is nice. Very few people can solve it. Remember, I gave this challenge in my earlier classes. Good, Mishita. 60% is very good. It's correct. 36 by 100, 6 by 10, 60%. Perfect. Then come back to 221 to 225. All very simple, right, Kanak? Two 121, 225, Kanak, no problem at all. Vedant?
No problem.
No problem. Thank you. Vedant, 226 to 230. Doable? Any problem? Any question, Vedant? Nuance?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, 227.
Sir, me
226.
too.
Okay. If A is to B is this much, B is to C is this much, how to do A is to B? So let's try on the whiteboard. You also have same question, Vedant? Let's try. So how to combine two ratios or more into one single ratio called compound ratio? The method is, I think I explained it, maybe some of you have missed this class. How to combine two ratios together. A is to B is given, B is to C is given. So first you write A is to B as 3 is to 5. Agree? Ruansh? And you are going to combine it with B is to C, which is 2 is to 9. The method was, to compound the ratio, the method was, whichever is the common, which is the common thing here?
B.
Between A, B. B is the common between both, right? Here also in AB, B is there, and also BC, B is there, correct, Ruansh? Agree, everyone? So now, what we are going to do? We are going to make both the B as same. Make like the internet gone bad. I'm not sure how much you heard about it. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So how much you did means I don't know when at what time it got stopped. So let me start again.
We were talking about how B is similar in both of them.
Perfect. So the idea is when you combine two ratios, you have to make the central or the common ratio same or common, say in A is to B, 3 is to 5. And B is to C, 2 is to 9. So Dhruvansh, which is common in both? B, right? Vedant, right? B is common in both, right or not?
Yes.
So we are going to make value of B is same in both. We try to make value of B in same in both the ratios. So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply first ratio with 2 and second ratio with 5. Why? Because by both the B will become 10, right, Vedant and Dhruvan? The idea is make this value and this value equal. That is the concept. You're going to multiply the full ratio with 2. So what is the first ratio become, Dhruvansh?
6,
6 versus
10,
10.
10. Tell me, Kanak, what your second ratio becomes when you multiply with 5?
10 and 45.
Perfect. So now if you see, Nishita and everyone, my value of both the b's are same or not? So when value are same, you can directly combine and say, sir, my compound ratio A is to B is to C, A is 6, ratio 10, ratio 45 respectively. That is how you do combining multiple ratios into one compound ratio. Cool? Dhruvansh?
yes, sir.
Or everybody? Yes, Manshita? Good. Now let's come back to again this sheet and tell me any other problem. 226, 227, 228, 29, 30 or 31, 35. Rule of proportion we talked about, right?
So I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
232.
232. So let's do 232 again on whiteboard. And guys, you should all ask whatever doubts you have. That is why you are in class, okay? Do not hesitate. If you face any difficulty in any question, shoot. So let's do what Kanak asked. The question is, if 4 is to t equal to 3 is to 15 are continued proportion, what is the value of t? So first we write the proportion. 4 is to t proportional to 3 is to 15. Kanak, what is the rule of proportion? Remember, we talked about rule of proportion. Product of, remember that? Kanak, you remember that? Product of extreme equal to
Yes, sir.
product of means, right? Kanak,
Yes, sir.
product of extreme equal to product of mean. Means what? The product of the corner ones. This time this should be equal to product of means. Means middle ones. So Kanak will say, sir, product of extreme is nothing but 4 times 15. Agree? Corners equal to product of means the central one, t times 3. That is what the question. 4 times 15 is 60. 60 equal to 3 times 3 is 3t. If 3t equal to 60, t will be equal to. Agree? We have to use rule of proportion. Very good, Kanak. Anybody, any question? Kanak, clear hai? Good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Dhruvansh, Mishita, Vedant, Priyanka, all good? Pakka? If you not solved the questions yet on homework, please try. Once you solve, then I'll send you the next one. So 235 up to all. So now I'm asking from 1 to 235. Is all you good? All 235 questions, are you perfect? Or any questions? Before we start today's topic, Mishita.
235.
235. 235, Mishita. Tell me what will be your approach again in question number 235. This is the question. And P pens are bought in rupees 96. And 50 pens can be bought in rupees 80. What is the value of P? So we can say pen 1 versus cost 1 proportional to pen 2 versus cost 2, right? What are two things here? Pen and cost, right? Mishita? Remember the proportion, ratio proportion thing? When you buy more pen, you have to pay more. When you pay less pen, less pen. Correct? Less pen? Mishita, unmute please.
I wasn't there for that lesson.
That's right. You didn't watch recordings?
I watched a bit.
Please unmute again. You got muted while speaking.
Oh, I watched it.
You watched it already?
Yeah, but I didn't really understand.
So we'll explain. So the ratio proportion works like that. See, P pens. This is the number of pens, right? Are bought in rupees 96. 96 is the quantity, correct? P pen is the quantity, 96 rupees is the price. Similarly, 15 pence is the quantity and 180 is the price. So you know that price will be proportional to quantity in general, right? So Mishita, unmute and tell me, if you buy more pens, you have to give more money or less money?
More.
So more pens, more money. Less pen, less money. Because price is always proportional to the quantity, correct?
Yeah.
So let's say P1 is the quantity. Let me also, I can say Q1, quantity 1 versus either we say cost or, so I'll say cost here, okay? So cost will be proportional to quantity, right? So suppose quantity is quantity 1, then cost is C1. If quantity is Q2, cost is C2. They are directly proportional. Now quantity 1, do we know? No. It's a P pens. Let's say P. For P pen, how much is the cost from the question?
96.
So 96. Proportional to quantity 2. How many quantity 2 in the pens for the
15.
15 pens? And how much is the cost for 15 pens?
180.
Perfect. So you do always do the order is important. Quantity versus cost, proportional to quantity versus cost. That is the logic. So now you will apply the rule of proportion. Just to I explain to Kanak, right? Rule of proportion.
Yeah.
What is rule of proportion? Product of extreme, the corner ones, will be always equal to product of mean, the central one. Means what? What is the product of corner ones? Agree?
Yeah.
Two corners P and 180 will be equal to product of means, the middle values, central values, right? Tell me, is it okay, Mishita, Dhruvans, Kanak, Vedant? This rule is applicable. Product of extreme will always be equal to product of means or middle value or central value. Now P we don't know. So we can say P equal to 96 times 15 by 180. Agree? And we'll simplify and solve it. That is what you're going to solve it. Now how to solve it? Normal multiplication and divide.
So
What I
the
do?
so P pens would be 8.
Let's check. Let's say 15, 115, 18, 30, 12. 12, 96, 8. You are right. Number of pens originally was 8. You are correct. That's it. 8 pens. Good. So that is how we apply rule of proportion. But before rule of proportion, you have to make the equation like Q1, C1, Q2, C2. Cool. Is everyone clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Do you want me to give one more question of my own like this, or it's okay? What do you think, guys? Is everyone okay, or shall I give one more example? Tell me quickly. Just two choice. One more or none? Choose one of the option. You want one more example or enough?
Think I'm ready to move on.
Perfect. No one else is saying anything. It means everybody's okay. Okay, because no one is asking, so that's good. So today today and tomorrow probably we are going to do one of the most easy and one of the most important topic of your middle school math. Can you guess? Most easy and most important, and you'll get it till class 12 this topic already. What is it?
Rounding.
No. What else? We are going to learn probability. How many know probability? How many you feel is easy? How many you feel is difficult? Michita, is it confusing or easy? Or you don't know?
It's okay.
It is very easy. You know what, Michita? Generally, when I do these classes of probability, we solve every question 10 seconds. 100 questions in few minutes. That is how fast it is and how easy it is. Okay? So I'm going to explain. We are going to solve a lot of questions today very fast orally. But before that, First 10 minutes of concept. What is probability? Who will tell me? Dhruvansh, what is probability?
So it's a chance of something happening.
Chance of something happening. Kanak, how will you define probability? What is your way of saying probability?
Same as his.
Same as this, same as Dhruvansh. The chance of Kanak saying it is same as it is 100%. Okay?
Sir,
Yes, Vedant.
is it like unlikely, likely, or like
Exactly. Chance of occurring of an event. For example, Vedant look at the sky and say, okay, today it may rain. That is not quantifiable. But it's oh, today is 50% chance of rain. So 50% chance. He's saying there is a 50% chance of rain. The probability is 50%. Probability matlab chance of occurring an event. We will talk about lot of definitions here. And then very easy thing. What is an event? What is a chance? Let's talk about some important definition. Okay? First of all, events. And we'll talk about all random process, okay? You know what is random process, guys? Anybody can tell me, Mishita, random process, Kanak? What is a random process? Anyone, any idea? What is random process? Random process is not predefined or biased or you can say plan on, right? It's random, spontaneous. I don't say spontaneous, but it's random. No plan, no structure, no predefined, okay? Random. Probability always happens for random process. Events. What are events? Tossing a coin is an event. Rolling a dice is an event. Selecting a ball from a box is an event. Picking a card from deck is an event. Choosing a number from set of numbers is an event. I want everyone to tell me one event of your own choice, make it different. Who will start first? Tell me any one event. What do you understand by event? Anybody who want to give me first example? Nobody is saying, Arey? Let's go first with Kanak is saying, okay, then Dhruvansh is saying. Kanak first, what is an event? Give me an example of it.
Like a chance of it raining.
Correct. That is the definition. Chance of rain. So, whether it will rain or not rain is also event. Yes, Dhruvansh.
Sir, I had the same example. Let me think of another one.
How come Kanak and Dhruvansh thinking is actually same today? Tell me what's the connection, guys? What's frequency? Why you are thinking exactly same? Huh, Kanak? First, Kanak says same as Dhruvansh, so Dhruvansh says I was also thinking same. Arey, you two people are to different countries and to different location, to different timing. Good. Give me another one, Dhruvansh. See, Mishita, tell me what is the connection between them? They're thinking same. Exactly 2 times, not once. See, huh, Mishita? Can it be coincidence like this? No, right? Dhruvansh, give me another.
Sir, the chance of something falling off.
You can say something also, something. So, give some specific, but good. Vedant, give me your example, then Mishita will give, and then Priyanka will give. I listed out 5 events. You list out anything what you want. Vedant, are you there?
yes, sir.
Think of an event and tell me. You can say going to Mishita's home is also event, right? Right, Mishita, or not? So she was surprised what? Right, Mishita, or not? Give me. Like Priyanka can say, sir, inviting you to my place for dinner is an event, right?
The chance I score a soccer goal in a game.
Right. Chance of scoring a soccer goal in a game is an event. Good, very good, Vedant. Mishita, you heard all the events. Make it some nice one.
chance of in class getting a test.
Chance of getting 100 out of 100 in a test, in a class. Good, Mashita.
Oh no, like a surprise test.
Okay. Priyanka, what is your event? Priyanka, are you there? Let me check. Yes, Priyanka. So Priyanka, unmute if you can. She says she's not well today, but she still joined. That's good. So I'll wait till that. So everybody understand what is the event. So every event has an outcome. Correct? Every event has not an has outcomes. Correct? Every event has outcomes. Tossing a coin. What is the outcome? Either you can get a head or you can get a tail. Every coin has two outcomes. Agree or not? Either you get a head or you get a tail. Rolling a dice. 6 outcomes are there. Either you get 1, or you get 2, or you get 3, or you get 4, or you get 5, or you get 6. These are known as outcomes. Every event has an outcome. Selecting a ball from a box. Suppose the box has 3 red, 4 green. Suppose the box has selecting a ball from a box having red and green. So getting a red ball is an outcome. Getting green ball is outcome. Picking a card from deck. Outcome can be any card out of 52 cards, right? Any card is an outcome. Whether you get a diamond of 3, you get diamond of 7, you get a jack, you get a king of everything. These are outcomes. Choosing a number from set of numbers. Suppose I gave you 20 numbers, first 20 natural numbers. So getting 1 is an outcome, getting 2 is an outcome, getting 3 is an outcome. These are the outcomes. So probability has an event. Outcomes. Then something called sample space. What is sample space? Sample space is a set of all outcomes. Means what? Suppose if I say tossing a coin is an event, everybody agree? Outcomes are head or tail. When you write all the outcomes into an set, this becomes your sample space. Sample space is what? Sample space is set of all the outcomes. Can you write can you write on the chat and tell me what is the sample space of rolling a dice, please? I explained you already. Can everybody write what is sample space for rolling a dice on chat? Correct, Ruwans. Only thing you have to put a curly bracket to just give you. You are right, correct. Just put a curly bracket so it shows set. Right, Mishita. Very nice. That is the way. Good. Curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is what sample space means. Events, outcomes, sample space. Now, lastly, the most important thing is calculating probability. How to find probability of an event. Probability is given by, everybody should write, this is the most important, is equal to how many favorable outcomes. I'll tell you what is favorable outcomes. Out of total outcomes. That is known as probability. Probability is number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total outcomes. Suppose if I say my event is rolling a dice. So how many total outcomes are there? Mishita, if you roll a die, how many total outcomes are there?
6.
6. If I say, what is probability of getting an even number? So outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Out of 6 days, which outcomes are favorable to us?
2, 4, and 6. So 3.
So total outcomes are this. Favorable outcomes are depends upon what probability you are calculating. Only 3 outcomes favorable. Which 3 are there? 2, 4, 6. So we'll say probability of getting an even number is 3 out of 6 or equal to 1 by 2 or 50%, whichever way. These two are proper way of writing probability. Number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total outcomes. Cool. Very easy. Dhruvansh, Kanak. If I change the question now, Kanak, if I say getting a number greater than 4, which outcomes will be favorable to you, Kanak? Now,
5 and 6.
5 and 6. So how many outcomes are favorable?
2.
So the probability becomes now 1 by 3 or 33.33%. Agree, Kanak? Good. That is what about basic concept of probability. So we are going to solve a lot of problems on coins, then dice, cards, balls, conditional probability, dependent event, independent event, so much. We will do at least 200 questions today and tomorrow. Okay? Is everybody ready to write the answers now? I am going to ask you a lot of questions. Think about it and write only the answers on the chat. Is everyone understand the basic concept of probability? Mishita, is everyone ready to give me answers? A lot of answers. Very fast. You will get only 5 seconds. Okay? You get only 5 seconds to answer it. First set of questions is about event is I am tossing one coin. Please tell me, I'll write a question here. Do not simplify, write the answer something by something. Do not simplify. Suppose you get 2 by 4, write 2 by 4. You get 3 by 8, write 3 by 8. You get 10 by 20, write 10 by 20. Don't simplify. Objective is to get the probability. What is probability of getting? Getting ahead. Tell me quickly the probability. You all are right. The probability is 1 over 2 because 1 favorable outcome out of 2 favorable outcomes. What is probability of getting? Not a tell. Not a tell. Probability getting not a tell means you don't want tail. It means you only get head. Again, the probability is 1 over 2. What is probability of getting? Either head or tail. Tell me. Think about it and tell me. Or you are right. 2 over 2. Because one head, one tails you get. So what is other? When the concept is when probability is 1, it is known as, write down, it is known as sure event. Whenever probability of any event is 1, means 100%, it's a sure event. Probability of getting either head or tail is 2 by 2. So you can say this is sure event. Cool. What is the probability of neither head nor tail? Write down, please. What is probability getting neither head nor? You're testing only one coin. So the answer will be 0 by 2 or 0. Correct, 0, not 0. So when the probability is 0, it is known as Impossible. So can you tell me, Mishita, I never explained this. What is the range of probability? From where to where probability exists?
Impossible to show.
And in numbers, please.
Oh,
0 to
in this event,
any event. Probability is always between 0 to 1.
1. Oh,
Probability cannot be more than 1. Probability cannot be lesser than 1. When probability is 0, it is known as impossible event. Write down. That is why probability of any event always lies between 0 and. Tell me, Dhruvansh, can probability be negative?
No, sir, that will be 0.
Probability cannot be negative. Probability will be 0 or between. Tell me, Vedant, can probability will be 5? Can probability of any event be 5?
No,
Probability always lie between 0 and 1.
0 and 1.
Or if you want to percentage, you can say 0% to 100%. It cannot go beyond that. Cool, everyone? Probability of any event is always like that. Let's do second event now. I am tossing 2 coins together. Okay, 2 coins simultaneously. How many total outcomes will be there, Mishita?
4.
Very good. Outcomes will be, which 4 outcomes? You get both heads, you get both tails. You get first head, second tail, second head, second tail, HT, TH. First head, second tail, first tail, second head. Total outcomes are 4. Cool? Everybody understand this? Now I'm going to ask you next set of questions. Cool, everybody's ready? Just tell me now, my first question in the second set is, what is probability of getting 1 head? The right answer of this is, everybody should write, Priyanka, you should also write. Our 2 outcomes are favorable, HT and TH. My probability is 2 by 4. It is not 1 by 4, Mishita. Why is 1 by 4? Tell me.
Oh, but I
HT
just
has 1 head, TH also has 1 head, right? So 2 outcomes of 4 are favorable. Agree? Good. What is probability of getting 2 tails? Dhruvan, explain to all of us. You are correct.
Okay, so the total amount of you can get 2 tails only once, so it will be 1 by 4.
Which outcome is favorable? TT. Correct? Good. Tell me, everybody, what is probability of getting no head? No heads. Explain, Kanak. What is the answer and why?
1/4.
Correct. Why? Which
Because
outcome is favorable to us?
tails and tails.
Only T and T, tails and tails is favorable because all other outcome head. We need an outcome which has no head. You are right. Tell me, Mishita, what is probability getting head, number of head equal to number of tails?
sorry.
So what is probability getting number of heads and tails are equal?
2,
2 out of?
4,
Correct. Which 2 outcomes are favorable to you?
H, T,
And
T.
correct? Because in this outcome, 2 heads, 0 tails, not equal. 2 tails, not equal. 1 head, 1 tail, both are equal. 1 tail, 1 head, correct? Tell me, Vedant, What is the probability of getting number of heads more than number of tails?
Um. Uh,
Ting, 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 ting. Out of these 4 outcomes, which outcome is favorable to us?
4. What? Is it 3/4?
No. In which outcome heads are more than the tails? So let's see everybody. Let's look at this. Let's go by reverse. TH. In TH, how many tails, how many heads are there? Equal, right? This is not favorable. What about HT? 1 head, 1 tail, not favorable. What about TT? Tails are more. No. This is more. 2 heads, 0 tails. So heads are more than the tails. So the answer is only one outcome favorable. Correct?
Okay,
Got everybody?
got it.
Now I'm going to ask you next level question on this. Please tell me, think about it. This is all interesting question. What is probability of getting at least 1 tail? Think about it. Think about out of the 4 outcomes, which outcomes are favorable for this? At least 1 tail. Yes, Mishita. Mishita is very eager to tell. Yes, please.
3 out of 4.
Which 3 outcomes are favorable to you? Explain to all of us. HS is favorable or not?
No.
No. TT,
Yeah.
HT,
Yeah.
and TH.
And yeah.
So explain why. You are right. Why? Why you said 3 are favorable? How? Explain.
So the probability is you need to find at least 1 tail, which you need to find tails in all. HH doesn't have any tails. TT has 2 tails. HT has at least 1 tail, and TH has at least 1 tail.
Correct. So at least 1 tail means what? Either 1 tail or 2 tails, right? There is at least means or not, right, Kanak? Very good, Mishita. You explain nicely always. So at least 1 tail means can be 1 tail or more. So 2 tails. Cool, everybody? So right answer is 3 over 4. But if I change the question now and say what is probability of getting at most 1 head? Think about it, guys. Tell me at most 1 head and tell me who will explain this. Again, Mishita want to explain. Okay. Mishita, you go for again this.
It'll be 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4. Which two are favorable to you?
HT and TH.
Let me put this. At most 1 head. Say again.
At most 1 head, because that means the maximum has to be 1 head.
So
And
this is favorable.
Yeah.
And one more, which one?
TH.
No, TH. Okay. That's it.
Oh no, TT as well.
Because you say maximum can be 1, means 0 also be there, right?
Yeah.
At most means either 1 head or 0 head. No head. So answer has to be good. Is everyone cool here? The answer has to be 3 by 4 because right ones, because at most 1 head. Head cannot be more than 1, but head can be lesser than 1. So head can be 1 or head can be 0. Cool, everyone? What about this question, Kanak and everyone else? At least 2 tails. What is getting at least 2 tails? Yes. How, Kanak?
Because there's only one with 2 tails.
Is only which outcome is favorable?
Tails and tails.
T and T, tails and tails. Good. Very good, Priyanka, Kanak, Rohansh, all of. And the last question of this set is what is probability getting at most 2 heads? Try, everybody write down. One of you will explain. Probability getting at most. I forgot the S. At most 2 heads. Okay. 3 by 4, 4 by 4. Let me write, everybody. Ruvansh, explain to us Which outcomes are favorable to us?
I think all of them.
All of them. How? At most two head means
At most 2 heads, that means maximum heads need to
so
be
two heads are
2.
okay.
So the first one is possible.
Zero head is
0
okay.
head is also possible. And also 1 head.
So right answer is 4 by 4 or 1. Good. Cool, everybody. Any question before we move on to more big? So now we'll do more faster because don't write the answer quickly, okay? And you can stop me if anybody feel difficult. Now I change the event to 3 coins. Everybody list out in your notebook. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, okay? How many events are there and which are there? Please write everybody and tell me. Outcomes. First, let's see if you can write all correct or not. How many outcomes will be there?
6.
Let's see. Whether we get 6 or what. I'll tell you which is the way. Shall I tell you the way to write? Yes, Mr.
Isn't it 9?
Is it 9? I don't know. I'm just like 6, 9. Let's check. The way you write it, you start with T, say all T's. So you put T constant and then you change this to. So T is here, make it TH, like this. Make it HT and make it HH. So it's all with T in the first place, correct? That is the way to write. You start with T in the starting and all this. How many are there, Dhruvansh?
So for me, I got 20. I got 8.
It is correct one. So that is the way to write. You first fix, you write in an organized way. The way I write is I fix the T in the first place and then say TT, TH, HT, HH. Then I fix H in the first place, I write HH, HT, TH, TT. But you write in your own way, but there will be 8 outcomes. Check, Mishita, everyone, Dhruvansh. It is not 9, it is not 6, it is nothing else, it is 8 outcomes. And I want everyone to be very clear about how to write 8 outcomes because we are going to solve a lot of questions. Kanak, clear 8 outcomes? Vedant, Priyanka, good. How to write 8 counts without looking at it? Tell me on chat. Is it clear for you how to write 8 outcomes or not, Vedant, Priyanka? Yes, Mr.
Sir, I'm still a little confused.
So 3 coins are tossed, right? Vedant?
Yes. Yeah.
So let's say first is tail, second is also tail, third is also tail, right?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is I'm fixing T at the first place. I'm just trying to write. So you get first tail and then tail head, head tail. What other combination there? If you write T in the first, what other combination of H and T you can make? HT, TH, and HH, right? I'm just telling you the way to write. Otherwise, we can all think in different ways. So these are the 4 outcomes where T in the first place, right, Vedant?
Yes.
Now you write when H in the first place and write all the outcomes. What happened? Either it can be HH, HT, TH, or TT. So you just think and tell me which are the outcomes possible apart from that. Do you think anything else is possible? Either all 3 can be tails, either all 3 can be head. It can be first head and then 2 tails, or first tail, 2 head. All those combinations you have to make. But then it becomes too much difficult. So I'm telling you organized way of writing. First you fix one of the outcome on the first place. Anything. So I fix the T in the first place. So I said my first is T. Then I'll write here. Either I can get HH or HT or TH or TT. So 4 outcomes for when tail in the first place, right? This. Then I fix the H. This is just the way of writing. I put H in the first place. So now you can say, so it can be TT with H. It can be TH. It can be HT. Or it can be HH. Obviously, H is everywhere here. So these 4 outcomes come. That's why don't 8 outcomes. Okay, Vedant?
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. So now this is about 8 outcomes we write, whichever way. But question starts now. This is just the way. If the first question is, what is the probability of getting 2 tails? Right over chat quickly, guys. Every question 10 seconds. That's it. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously. What is the probability of getting 2 tails? When I say 2 tails,
is
it
it-
has to be exactly 2 tails. No more, no less, Nishita. I know you are about to ask the same thing, right? 2 tails mean exactly 2 tails. Everybody should write your answer. What is probability getting 2 tails when 3 coins are tossed simultaneously? 3 by 8, 1 by 4, 3 by 8. Keep writing. Everyone. 3 by 8. Who want to explain this?
So I just realized I didn't see one of them.
Okay. So 3 over 8 is which 3 outcomes are favorable? Who will tell me?
Can I say them?
Yes, please.
Okay. Tails, tails, and heads. So the second one,
Correct.
the third one,
Yes.
and the last one.
Perfect. Because 2 tails we need exactly, so these 3 are favorable. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vedant. Next question is, what is probability of getting 1 head? Tell me, everyone. Two by 8. Okay. I give you more time to everyone. Think. One head. 1 means exactly 1. No more, no less. 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8. Let's see. 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8. Okay. Nishita, which outcomes are favorable? Priyanka says 3 by 8. Kanak says 3 by 8. Nishita, tell me your answer and how. Which outcome favorable to you? Tell me. Which
the
outcome is
second
favorable to you?
one,
Second one,
the
correct.
second- the third one,
Correct.
and the last one.
Perfect. So the answer has to be 3 by 8. Cool, everyone? Good. 3 by 8. Very good, Priyanka. Everybody is good, Priyanka. And everyone answered on this one. What is probability of getting equal number of heads and tails? The number of heads equal to number of tails. Okay, Kanak, you are right. Michita, you are correct. I'm not going to disclose what they said. Vedant, you are correct. What is probability that you get equal number of heads and tails? Think, Priyanka, think, Dhruvansh. What is probability of getting equal number of heads and tails? Who will explain me this? Kanak, please. Yes, Kanak.
It's 0 out of 8 because the odd.
Because number of coins are odd, you are right. So either heads will be more or tails will be more. They cannot be equal. See in all the outcomes. Either heads are more or tails are more, right? So they cannot be equal. Everybody agree? That is why 0 by 8 is correct. Good. What is probability getting at least 1 tail? Try everybody. What is probability getting at least 1 tail? Duans, welcome back.
Sorry, I didn't mean to type that.
You are saying 100% probability? Okay. Okay, Kanak is saying this much, Vedant is saying this much, Priyanka saying this much. Let's see. At least 1 tail, guys. At least 1 tail. Okay, Dhruvansh, Mishita, Priyanka, Vedant, everyone. So, Dhruvansh, how will you solve this? At least 1 tail. Which outcomes are favorable to us?
3 heads.
At least one tail.
Yeah.
Which outcome is favorable to us? Tell me, TTT is favorable or not?
It is.
Next,
It is.
next,
Yes.
next,
Yeah.
next,
Oh.
next, next,
Yes. Yeah.
and last.
Yes.
So, answer is 7 or 8. Because at least one tell me you need at least one, minimum one you need. So, triple H is, H is not the favorable. Everything else is favorable. Cool. 7 or 8. Thank you. What is probability of getting heads more than tails? Number of heads are always more than number of tails. Okay. 3 by 8, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 4 by 8. Keep writing. Nishita, you want to explain this?
Um.
Yes.
Oh. So the first one is all tails, so no.
So first one, no, I'm going to cross it because running out of color. So no,
The second one, there's more tails.
so no,
Again, there's more
no.
tails. There's more heads, so yeah.
This is okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
HTH.
yeah,
And the last one.
no.
So 4 out. Good. And also if we apply our common sense, we'll say, yes, sir. Half of time, tails will be more. Half of time, heads will be more. Yes, right or not? This is how it works. Correct, everybody? Good. What if I say, what is the probability of getting at most one head? At most one head. At most one head. I'm going to write it, but you solve it. Probability getting at most one head. Probability of getting at most one head. Tell me, guys. We need only, and that's only, we need at most one head. Keep writing. People's answer, every answer is different. Somebody think 2 by 4, 8, somebody 3 by 8, somebody 4 by 8. Think, at most one head. Vedant, what is your answer and how?
Okay, so I did the process of elimination. So the first one, there's no heads.
So TTT is favorable or not?
No, not favorable.
At most one head means what?
At least, sorry, there's only should be
Either one
one.
head, either we need one head or zero head, right?
Yeah.
It means one head or zero head. This is zero head.
Oh, so it is favorable. Sorry.
Correct.
And then yes, the next one is favorable.
This is also favorable. At most one. This is also
Next one is
because
favorable.
it means you don't need more than one. Correct.
Yeah.
You don't
So
need more than one. Next.
not favorable.
Next.
Not favorable.
Next.
Not favorable.
Last.
And not yes, favorable.
So how many are favorable?
4.
4 are favorable. 4 are not favorable. Got everybody? It is 1 by 2 again. Good. So if some of you missed something, check which one you missed. Mishita, which one you missed? Others. Many of you missed TTT, right? Correct? At most always gives confusion. TTT we miss. This is how it is. No, I'm going to erase this because you have to do yourself without looking at my board. Okay? Tossing a coin 3 times. Same thing, okay? What is probability that you get all heads or all tails? Tell me. What if you're getting all heads or all tails? Michita, why it will be 6 in the denominator? Sorry, Mishita, why it is 6 in the denominator?
Oh, I read the question wrong.
Okay. See, tossing 3 coins or tossing 1 coin 3 times, both are same. So it will always be 8, right? Denominator will always be 8 because totally 8 outcomes. So now tell me, how many of which outcomes are favorable, Mishita? Which outcome is favorable? Same 8 outcomes, what we learned earlier.
2.
Which 2?
All heads and all tails.
Right. HHH. See, Vedant is helping you so much.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut.
No problem. HHH. TTT. Good. What is probability of, guys? What is probability of getting 2 consecutive? Think about it and tell me. And when I said 2 consecutive heads, it means 2 consecutive heads. 3 consecutive heads also not allowed. Be very clear about it. When I said 2 consecutive heads, 3 consecutive heads also not allowed. 2 means 2. What is probability of getting 2 consecutive heads? Explain, Kanak. What's the answer and how?
2/8 because
Which outcomes are favorable?
tails, heads,
And
and heads, tails.
perfect. Correct, everybody? Very good. You should always tell me the outcomes, guys, so no confusion. Tail, heads, heads, tail. These are the only 2 outcomes where you're getting 2 consecutive heads. Good. Next question. What is probability of getting alternate? Tell me, everybody. What is probability of getting alternate heads and tails? Okay. Vedant, what is your answer and how?
So I got 2 8s,
Perfect. Which outcomes are favorable?
DHT and HTH.
Perfect. These are the only 2 outcomes where you get alternate of heads and tails. But very good, which Vedant and everyone. Guys, if I change the question and say respectively, will the answer change or remain same, Mishita?
Remain.
Okay. What do you think, Michita, Dhruvansh, Kanak? Vedant says will remain same, okay?
Sir, I think it will change.
What will change to Dhruvansh and why?
So it will change to 1/8.
Why?
Because it's saying alternatively head and tail respectively. So that means head should be first and then tails.
That is
It
the
can't
point.
be tails and heads.
That is the point. Respectively, head should be first, tail should be, this outcome will be gone. Agree? Very different, guys. Respectively, the position is important. Cool? Mishita, agree? Vedant?
I didn't really hear that last bit.
I am asking, I asked alternate heads and tails respectively. Will the answer change from the previous one or not? Respectively is the word which says first you should get heads and then tails. So only these outcomes favorable. Correct?
Oh, okay.
DHT is not favorable because you need heads first. Okay? Cool, Kanak, Vedant, Priyanka.
Yes, sir.
What is probability of getting? Think and tell me. Kanak says this and Kanak, you are correct. Mishita says this much? No, Mishita. Think. Dhruvansh, no. Think. Vedant, no. No, Dhruvansh. Dhruvansh, you are correct now. Dhruvansh, you are correct now. Vedant, no. Think. Either heads are more than tails or tails are more than heads. No, Mishita, no. So let's talk about, let's discuss Mishita and Vedant. First, Mishita, when you say 4 out of 8, which outcomes you are removing? Tell me. And Vedant, you also tell me which outcomes you are removing. When you say 2 by 8.
The one where there's 2 H's.
Tell me which outcomes you are removing.
So the ones I'm keeping are HHT, THH, HTT, and TTH.
You are keeping this.
Yeah.
What about these outcomes? Who is more here?
Oh,
What about this outcome, Mishita? Which outcomes are not favorable as of now? These all are favorable.
I thought in the 3 things it has to be greater than the other.
Either
I
head should be more.
counted those, but I counted it wrong.
Which outcome is remaining now? THT. This is also favorable or not? Favorable, right?
Yeah.
This is also favorable. So finally you say, sir, everything is favorable. That's it. Agree, right? See, I told you earlier, guys, either heads will be more or tails will be more. What else possible? Correct, Dhruvaj? Either heads will be more or tails will be more. So what is the deal? Yes, correct, good, correct, Dhruvaj. Cool. This is I tricked you, okay? This is how it works. So probability is 100% or 1 or it is sure event. What is the probability of getting tails less than 3? Tell me. Think it's, I'm just tricking you. It's all easy question, but just tricking you in the words, okay?
Do you mean like getting tails
Number
less
of
than?
tails should be lesser than 3. Yes. What is probability that number of tails should be lesser than 3? Okay, Mishita? Number of tails should be always less than 3. So Mishita says 7 by 8. Dhuvan says 7 by 8. Others, please. 6 by 8. Okay. Others, please. 7 by 8. So Kanak, 6 by 8. Which 2 outcomes you left out?
TTT and HHH.
TTT and HHH. This is okay. Why this is not a valid? How many tails are here?
0.
So this is also valid. So finally the answer is cool. Everybody good. 7 by 8. Priyanka, you also write if you are there. What is the probability of getting heads more than 0? Vichita, I'm just tricking. What is probability of getting heads more than 0? Okay. It's all tricking you in words, okay? 8 by 8, 7 by 8, what it is. Think about it. What is probability of getting heads more than 0? Dhuvansh, what should be the answer and why?
So it should be 7 over 8.
Which outcome is not favorable?
TTT.
TTT is favorable. Not favorable?
I don't think so.
TTT is not favorable because no heads. So right answer is 7 by 8. Good, Dhruvansh. Everybody clear what is probability? These are the basics with lot. Now I am going to do tomorrow probability with dice and cards. Do you know all cards? Mishita, have you played cards any time or not? Playing cards. Tell me how many of you have played cards and how you not played the cards. Tell me honestly. How many you are aware of the playing cards? Mishita, how many cards are there?
What, like solitaire or?
Solitaire, same thing. I don't know. I'm not saying which game. At least you know what kind of cards are there. How many total cards are there?
52?
Good. How many suits are there?
4.
Which suits? Very good, Mishita. Which suits?
Diamonds, spades,
Diamond,
clubs,
spade, glove, and
heart.
hearts. Mishita, looks like you play a lot. Is it?
No, I
Huh?
don't.
So 52 cards we're going to do tomorrow. 52 card, 4 suits. How many red cards? How many black cards? Dhruvansh? Do you know playing cards or not?
Two is
Do you know playing cards, Dhruvansh?
26.
26 or 36?
I think 26.
Okay, Mishita want to say something. Okay, what do you want to say, Mishita?
Oh no, I was also agreeing. 26.
How much you play cards? Tell me. Every day?
Never?
Never. Then how do you know cards? Mishita?
Questions?
Good. Tell me, Kanak, in every suit, how many cards are there? Kanak.
13.
Very good. Which 13 cards are there? Kanak?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9.
9. And then this
9, 10, and then J for
King.
Jack,
Jack,
Q for
Queen,
Queen,
King, Queen.
K for King. There is no one
Sir?
card. So there is no one card. It is Ace, A. So it is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2 to 10. Then J, Q, K, and A. Correct, everybody? A is for S. Correct or not? Yes, Mishita. You are asking something or saying something.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask, is A 1 or 10?
So A is 1. But no, actually it's not about 1. A is A. No 1 or no 10. A is A. So Mishita, you use A as 1 and 10 in games. We're not playing games. So face value A is A only. Because A is Ace, J is Jack, K is King, Q is Queen. Now how many picture cards are there? Tell me, Dhruvansh. Vedant. How many picture cards or face cards?
Um,
6.
6, no?
8.
Array, no guesses? Mishita is
9?
perfect. Mishita will say
Oh
yes.
no, 12, 12.
Vedant, 12. Which 12?
Sorry, like each or like how much,
I
like
don't know. My question is how many face cards are there in a deck?
the king, the jack, and the queen?
So how many total?
That's 12 in total.
Correct. Because in each suit, there will
There's
be
4
queen,
each.
king, and jack. So 3 into 4, 12. And Mishita, I'll ask the expert now. Mishita, how many honor cards are there?
Isn't there like a joker?
Joker is always considered extra.
Oh,
So whenever you do probability questions, Joker you will exclude. You will say 52. So did you counted Joker in 52 cards, Mishita?
no.
Then so 52 cards are deck of cards, Jokers are extra. Now I'm asking what is honor cards? HONOUR, honor cards. Honor cards are high value cards or J, Q, K, and A. Now tell me, Shita, how many honor cards?
3 in each suit, which means
No, J, Q, K, and A, S.
Oh,
Honor cards, the highest value cards. How many honor cards are there?
16.
16. So we are going to do tomorrow probability of dice and then probability of cards and then balls. So if you're not aware, just look at the cards deck today, okay? So no games. I don't want to know the rule of the games, but we're going to know how many each card type. Okay, Mishita? Cool, everyone? That's it for today. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
thank you, sir.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye.